to risk their loss. To live is to risk dying. To hope is to risk despair. To try is to risk failure. But risk must be taken because the greatest hazard in life is to risk nothing. The person who risks nothing, does nothing, has nothing, is nothing. They may avoid suffering and sorrow, but they cannot learn, feel, change, grow, love, and live. Chained by their certitudes, they are a slave. They have forfeited their freedom. Only a person who risks is free. My name is Joseph Ignacio Alfano, and born and raised from Chicago, Illinois, 6th-year senior at the University of Oregon. What do I want? Where do I want to go? Like, what impact do I want to make on the world? I live on the farm, and I've really found that, like, I love to just think on philosophies and think on how can I better myself, and looking at dreams, goals, setting out plans for myself. Next to my mom and my dad, and then Sweet Home Chicago. My parents and my background were just monumentous in my upbringing. My mother, being a teacher, she was just drove and like drilled education into me, and she just threw me into a ton of activities growing up. So for me, I'm always about just like trying different stuff and different food, different clubs, meeting different people, just like experiencing like the buffet of life. Thinking about different things, it's like, like I want to read more. You know, I love to read, and I've finally been able to read more, and I'm looking forward to graduating for that purpose too. It's like, I can fall into my own studies. A lot of people see me as a very extroverted person, and as I've grown and gotten to find and know myself, I've found myself to be very much introverted. I definitely am an introvert at heart, but like an extroverted introvert. I take a lot of consideration as to like how do I like feel the moment, how do I live in the moment, and how do I share that with others. That for me is something that I really find pride and joy, and I think my dance, that's where I've really fallen in love with. I've been dancing for 10 years, so there's a lot to be done in the world, and I think there's so much possibility to be had, and that to me is really exciting. Now that I'm leaving, I have a very strong sense of direction, where I want to go, what I want to do, and if things don't happen my way, it's okay. But I have the drive, and I'm very hungry and ambitious, for sure.